Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexis here with Haute Modesty. Well, today I need to catch up on my faves and fails. Yeah, these are my empties from July and August since I didn't do them last month. So if you're interested in seeing what my favorites are and what may have been a fail, please do stay tuned. Okay, welcome back, my beautiful wildflowers. Well, I will be going over what I've been trying, what I've been loving, and what I've been not so loving. But before we do that, let's do a bit of gratitude. And today's affirmation deck is Cultivate a Grateful Heart. And so let's see what it has for us today. Okay, brightly yellow card. Let me make sure there's no glare on it. This is pretty shiny here. So, okay, what did it say? It's by Rabbi Harold Kushner, and it says, if you concentrate on finding whatever is good in every situation, you will discover that your life will suddenly be filled with gratitude. That is very true. And, you know, this is kind of sort of like how I live, right? You know, if you concentrate on finding whatever is good in every situation, you will discover that your life will suddenly be filled with gratitude. Because when you really look for the positives in any given situation, even in a negative one at the surface, you know, you really start to appreciate the good things that are hidden within maybe not so good things, right? And a lot of times we're really quick to judge a situation and we react unnecessarily or prematurely, I should say. And what happens when that happens is that you automatically put yourself in a negative space. And when you put yourself in a negative space, it's a lot harder to get yourself out than if you start with a positive space, right? So it's really important. You know, I mean, life is life and bad things happen. Matter of fact, bad things happen usually every day. Maybe not major bad things, but you know, there's sometimes, like today, I had to go get fingerprinted for my nursing license renewal. And I was driving around and I'm like, oh my God, where's this place? And the good thing is I left plenty early enough. So I was still 15 minutes early for my appointment. But it had me where if I reached there right away and I didn't have difficulties finding where this place was, even with GPS, I would have gotten there way too early and I would have had to sit outside because there's a very small space and only so many people can go. But when I got there though, even though it was early, the person that was being scanned before me, she was just finishing up and then I got to go right away. And so it wasn't such a positive thing that I was a little bit lost in that area, but the positive that came out of it is the fact that it made the next steps easier. So that's, for me, that's gratitude, right? There's a reason for everything that happens. And don't just look at the surface, guys. Look deep down and look for the positives, even if it doesn't seem like there's any. But if you look hard enough, you will find it, okay? And maybe it won't be on that day, but be cautious with that. You know, and say, well, I didn't find anything positive. But if you look back into history of things that happened to you after it's said and done, if you really look at it and where you are today, you'll see that those things weren't so bad as you thought it was initially. Okay, so again, good card, as I say every day. So, yep, keep that in mind, guys, okay? So let me just go ahead and put this card away, and then I can jump right into my faves and not so faves. I shouldn't say fails because unless it's a total fail. Oh no, there's a couple of total fails in here now that I look at it. So yeah, but let's start with the positive, okay? Okay, the first product that you've seen me have empties of this because I do go through this every, I guess, about 3 or 4 months is my UI Leave-In Conditioner and Revitalizer. I absolutely swear by this product. And usually I just sit there with a spatula and get every bit of it. And this is a spray-on leave-on conditioner that you put on after you towel dry your hair. And you just spritz it all over. And what I do is run my hand through it. And my hair and my scalp feels very nourished right? It's like sometimes when you wash your hair and it feels kind of tight, this actually really helps my scalp too. And I love the way it smells. It smells so fresh, and the scent. I know this company started making perfumes and fragrances using their hair product scents, and it's really nice. But the thing is, it's not overpowering, it's not fruity, it's very nice and soft and clean smelling. So I don't mind that. And it is derived from natural scents. It's not like, you know, synthetic fragrances. So definitely a one I rebuy all the time. I have another bottle going. And when they do give away those, I've seen, and I think it might have been BoxyCharm as a choice, the travel size, I grab it. So yeah. All right, that's that. And the next one I have here is the Green Clean by Pharmacy. And this I received from my BoxyCharm, one of the BoxyCharms way back. And then I decided to go ahead and give it a try. And it is completely gone. And what this is it's a makeup remover and balm, right? Cleaning balm. I did like it. And it did do what it said it would do, which is remove all of these, the sunscreen and everything. And that's why I like to use this type of oil-based or cream-based balms, because I put on a lot of sunscreen throughout the day. And I want to make sure I get it off at night before I put on my skincare and get my skin really clean. And so this is my first step to my two-step cleansing routine. And I did try this, like I said, it's nice, and it works as it says it does, but it is a little bit pricey. And there are other things out there that I prefer, because this has fragrance and I don't prefer that. And even though it works, not a fail, but not one of my favorites, because I'll tell you the other one that I use that I love and I swear by, which is also a cleansing balm. And this is Omega Complex Cleansing Balm by Paula's Choice. And this one actually is fraction of the cost of this, and it lasts, you know, 1.5 times longer. And this has no fragrance. It goes on there really creamy. And what I do is I get the makeup eraser, I put warm water on it, and then I wipe afterwards and then rinse before I do my second step, which would be a cleanser, a regular straight up cleanser, okay? And so between the two, based on price and efficacy and also lack of fragrance, this for me is a better buy. And it works very well. And as far as efficacy and the way it works, they both work equally good. This one's a little bit thicker, but I like that. Okay, and it doesn't take a lot. Okay, and the next thing I have here, I tried this for the whole jar. I didn't even tell you guys about it. It's totally empty. I wanted to give it a chance. And what this is Snail Mucin. And this is by, let me put on my glasses real quick because the white on orange is not working for me real good. It is called Soulceuticals Multifunctional All-in-One Anti-Aging Snail Repair Cream. And it has vitamin E, vitamin B5, and organic green tea. And it says highest concentrate of 97.5% snail extract. I'll be totally honest with you. I've used other things and snail extracts, and this one wasn't, I don't know. And it's also distributed by Soulceuticals in Palm Beach, Florida. And it doesn't say it's made in Korea, which is kind of misleading. I didn't enjoy that. And when I looked at the box, trying to really find, is it really K Cosmetics? K Cosmetics is huge right now, which is Korean cosmetics and skincare. People are putting that type of labels on things that are manufactured here or outside of Korea. And so be careful with that. And this, by all means, does look like, you know, it came from Korea and all that. It does have some Korean writing. But honestly, would I rebuy this? No. Did it do anything special to my skin? No, not really. And the vitamin E and vitamin B5, I get that in other things. So it's not like I'm missing anything. And then I do question, I didn't do the math on this yet, but it says 97.5% mucin. But the thing is, if you look at this list, the mucin content is like in the middle of the ingredients list, right? And so the highest concentration of whatever it is comes first. And mucin sits somewhere here. And so it makes me wonder, is it really 97.5% by volume? Or what is that? So, you know, I don't know. It just says 97.5% snail extract. out of what? So it's really hard to, they market this in a very tricky way. I don't like that, number one. Number two, it didn't do a whole lot for me, and I have used other Snail Mucin products which worked better, okay? So, yep, that's that. And so, would I rebuy? No. Was it worth the money? I don't think so. It wasn't that expensive, to be honest. I got it on Amazon, but not impressed with it. But not a total like fail, okay? And another thing, you're gonna see this again because I will be doing real soon, end of the summer, sunscreen review. And I went through a lot of sunscreen, guys, a lot. And so I'm gonna be talking about different ones. But this one here is one of my favorites, and I think you guys heard me talk about this because I have gone through a couple of these jars, and this is the Dermatology Tinted Moisturizer SPF 46 Anti-Aging. And what I love about this one is not only does it blur, let's see, hello, if I can get that to, what is going on here? I gotta hide behind the bottle. Okay, not only does it blur my imperfections, but it also is a very nice textured sunscreen that does not burn my eyes, guys. That's number one for me. I hate sunscreen I put on and all of a sudden I feel the burn like on the outside here or on the inside. And I'm like, okay, that sunscreen is annoying. And so this doesn't do that. So definitely, this is one of my faves. And you guys have heard me say that, and you will see me have these as empties. Okay, speak of sunscreen, here's one by Cetaphil, Sheer Mineral Face Liquid Sunscreen SPF 50. And this was one of the samples. I'm going to tell you right now, this is probably 3/4 full. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm not that dark. This thing made me look like a ghost. I mean, it made me look like one of those mimes. It is so white. And it's just, it never settled. Like a lot of them will go on white, but then it settles a little bit. This thing like shocking white. I'm like, what the heck? Unless you're porcelain skinned, this probably will not work for you. It definitely will not work for you if you have skin tone that's like mine or even darker. So I didn't really enjoy it, and it didn't give me the protection or any extra things that sunscreen would. Compared to other ones, it just didn't do it for me. It's a shame because I do like Cetaphil products. I do like them, but for sunscreen, complete fail on this one. Yeah. And so, like I said, let me see if I could just kind of put that on here. Ooh, it's kind of liquidy too, and it's just so white. And okay, here it is. And you're rubbing, and by this time, I should be seeing it dissipating, but I mean, that's white. Look, that is really white. And imagine that on your face, and you look like a clown. So yeah, that's a no-go for me. But for somebody who is, you know, very, very pale skin, it could work for them. It just doesn't work for me. Okay, that's that. And the next thing here, oh, this is another sample. It's by Neova, and it's Smart Skincare Select Sheer 2.0 Photo Finish Tint Broad Spectrum SPF 40. It's water resistance for 80 minutes. This was a sample I received. This actually works well. This also blurs any kind of imperfections, you know, redness or whatever. And it is actually comparative to this. I mean, these two are almost like the same product. But the difference is this is a lot more expensive versus this one here. So if I didn't have this and there wasn't anything equivalent to this, I probably would think about buying this. But because of the price point, why, right? I mean, this is SPF 40 and this one is actually 46, right? Yeah, 46, so it even has a higher rating of SPF. So, but I'm not saying it was bad. It actually is good. It's just the price point in comparison to other equivalent products, it's high, okay? And that's that. And the next one is the La Roche-Posay Hydrating Serum B5 Concentrate Anti-Aging. And this was a sample. I kept it in a box so you guys could see what the sample would look like. And here's the tube here, and I did use it. It's completely empty. It wasn't a whole lot in there to begin with, to be honest. You know, I'll be honest with you. This is hyaluronic acid with B5, and I didn't notice any difference. And the thing is, what I do like, and this I had for about 2 weeks. There's enough in here for about 2 weeks because you don't really put a whole lot. I didn't see it do anything spectacular. And in the price, again, there's comparative products by The Ordinary, which is under $10, versus this one here, you're gonna pay about almost $30. So why? I'm not saying it doesn't work, you know, because there's no difference. It didn't make my skin any worse, but it didn't do anything special either, right? So I'm gonna stick with my Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid, which is much cheaper than La Roche-Posay. But again, this is a brand that I count on and I do love. So nothing on a brand. Okay, that's that. Alrighty, the next one here, another brand I love, and these are all like drugstore brands, right? La Roche-Posay, Cerave. I mean, and this is Cerave here. This is a sample one, and I actually have the giant one, the economy size, like this in a pump. And the reason why I wanted to show you this one is this is the one that actually when we went on a trip down to, I think it was Santa Barbara, I had it on the counter and my husband thought it was a moisturizer and put it all over his face. But it's a hydrating cleanser and it does work well. And this is the second step to my two-step skincare. First one is my, my oil-based or, cream-based balm. And then I rinse with this one. So that way I get all of the oils or anything off. And so, but I love this brand, Cerave. Cerave is very, very affordable for what it does, and it's fragrance-free. And it does have MVE delivery technology. And so it's kind of like nanotechnology. It allows you to, it allows the product to be absorbed a little better. So yeah, I do like it. And like I said, I have the huge bottle that I get in a pump. I have it in a shower. And so, yep, this is definitely a good product if you want to try it. And let's go with the next one. Okay, this is by Allure Beauty, which is the vitamin C and E antioxidants serum. This is actually more of a vitamin C. Did I like it? It didn't do a whole lot for me because usually vitamin C brightens my face. And the only two that I've found that works really well is Paula's Choice Vitamin C and also the Ordinary Vitamin C. But this one here was a little bit costly and it didn't do a whole lot. And another thing too, this has fragrance versus Paula's Choice and the Ordinary product does not. And so, I did use the whole bottle though, just to see if it does anything special, if it makes my skin brighter, and it didn't. Matter of fact, it didn't work to a point where I usually see like over here when my, where my scarf ends, I get this dark spots here, okay? From the sun. I don't know if it's because I don't do real good job with sunscreen, which I don't think that's it, but it could be because my scarf is rubbing and it's rubbing off. And so I get these streak of dark here sometimes. And I noticed that coming back, even though I focus my vitamin C serum in that area. And then I went back to using my Paula's Choice and it's gone. So I'm going to say this is not, this is me trying, okay? Me using this whole bottle, which took a couple of months. And it didn't do anything for me from my perspective. But if you like it, you use it, yeah, that's great, But like I said, this is my opinion. Okay, and the next thing here, again, another sunscreen that I'll be talking about. And this is by Kula, SPF 30, Sun Silk Drop Sunscreen. And this is so nice. This is the sample one. I think this is the second sample one because Jen Button sent one to me, and I think this is it. I used it, and I have a bigger bottle actually that I do love because I did buy it after trying it. And what I love about this one is I can feel it being like absorbed by my skin right away. It's like, and I put it's in a dropper like this, even the big bottle is. And then what you do is you just kind of pump down, there's nothing here, but you just pump down. And it's like a serum, and you just rub it, and you just put it all over. And then I actually use it as a serum, my last step of my skincare. Then I also use another sunscreen on top of it. Don't know why. I just like to overdo my sunscreen. So, but I do like this product. It definitely, I would recommend it if you like serum-based sunscreens. And yeah, it does a good job. Okay, the next thing is, oh, here's a total fail. I think I talked to you guys about it, and I try to use the thing because it's like $100 a jar. And I bought the kit. I don't know if you remember both the serum and the lotion. It's the Magic Lotion or Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream and Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum Elixir. That's what it's called. Okay, hold on one second. Sorry about that. I had a sneeze coming on and I had to stop before I sneezed on you guys. So anyway, as I was saying, Charlotte Tilbury, I mean, there is a influencer out there that swears by this, and I really like her. I'm not going to call her out on this, but I know she's a big Charlotte Tilbury supporter. But I do notice on her skin she does have redness when she doesn't have foundation on, and she has redness around her cheeks. And you know what? That happened to me when I used this, okay? And it's because of the fragrance in it. It's like so much fragrance in this product that, you know, I told you about fragrance and skincare. What happens is that it vasodilates the skin, the vessels, the blood vessels, so you can see the blood coming to the surface, which creates the redness, the red appearance. And so I did try it. Look, I know I have more than a half a jar left, but my God, this thing is just like, it feels, you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember, like, way back when they used to have these cream-based perfumes where you dip and you just kind of rub it? That's how strong this fragrance is. And it cannot be good for you. It cannot. And it's just, and then like I said, when I use it, I notice the redness on my skin. And that's the only thing I did different was use this. And every time my skin would be red before I put on my foundation. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to continue using this. And like I said, this is $100 a jar. And for $100, you have to do better than that. And it's, yeah, total fail, guys. And like I said, there is one specific particular influencer that does push this cream as if it's the holy grail. And although when I see her skin, it's red. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's probably because this thing. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, I mean, it's not for me to judge. So I've never said anything. But hopefully, you know, one day she will realize it. And so this is the other one, which is a serum. As you notice from the jar, it's like 2/3 full. And again, very expensive. It came as a set. Again, such strong fragrance, and I just can't do it. I can't. And so, yeah, total fails for me. I mean, if you guys use this stuff and you love it, continue to do that. You know, don't let me discourage you if it's working for you, but it obviously does not work for me. I've seen it not work for me, and even worse, that not doing anything, but it did something detrimental to my skin. So, yeah, not my thing, guys. Okay, the next product is, again, another sunscreen, and this is my Paula's Choice, and this is the normal and oily combination youth extending hydrating fluid SPF 50. This is still my holy grail, guys, but I did promise myself that I will not open the next tube until I go through a lot more of the type of sunscreen so I can give you guys a very good review. And yeah, I ran out of it, and now I'm using all the other things, okay? And I love it, and it's just the best for me. It absorbs to my skin, it's non-greasy, and as I explained in the past, I use a normal to oily combination, even though I have dry skin, is because I use other moisturizers, and I don't like oily sunscreen, so this is actually very perfect, and love it, love it. Okay, the next one, another no-go. Oh my God, one is completely full. The other one I used one time, and I'm like, oh no. And this is by Shiseido, which is like really sad for me because I used to love Shiseido things. So I still do, actually. They have some really good sunscreen as well, but not this one. Guys, this is like a bottle of perfume. I put this on and I'm like, what the heck? I mean, seriously, so strong. Even right here in a bottle. I used it. I'm sure it works for SPF, but you know what? it can't be good for you once again. I mean, I have 2 of them because I received them in different boxes and I was excited to use it. I opened one, the other one I didn't, and you know what? I'm getting rid of it. It's just not good for you. And I don't even feel okay to pass it on. Even if you guys are okay with fragrance, it's, yeah, no. So, okay. The next one, again, this was a sample by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Night Ointment Cream. And I really, 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 really love the texture of it. It is such a nice barrier cream. But again, the fragrance, stop it already, because, I mean, this thing is like perfume. I can use this as perfume and smell really nice, but it's supposed to be a night ointment. It's such a shame because, I mean, seriously, this is really, really nice texture, but I can't get over the smell. It's like, it smells like I just put a handful of gardenias, you know, on my face. And I'm like, ooh. So, yeah, that's that. Okay, the next thing here, it's like rubbed off. All of the thing rubbed off because I keep this in my pocket. I have another one actually downstairs, and this one is like used to the end. It's Paula's Choice SPF 50 Sunscreen Chapstick. And I love this because it has a nice balmy feel to it and no fragrance and no taste. And I mean, I'm really picky about that because I don't like to put something on my mouth that tastes like chemicals. I mean, this is something that she's always out of though. So I need to buy like 4 of them at a time because during the summer, it's really hard to find this on Paula's Choice site. And I'll go ahead and drop her link below in case you just want to look around. Yeah. And that's that. And another sunscreen. I told you I have a lot. And this one is by Lancome Regenerative Lift Multi-Action Ultra Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Lifting, Firming, and for dark spot treatment. I didn't see any of that. There's no lifting. There's no firming. And there's perfume. Again. But I did use this thing. And I thought, okay, well, it's a nice texture. But another thing, too, it borders on... how would you say, sticky, not slimy, but sticky. And the thing is, it smells like, the fragrance isn't like nice, like, you know, Charlotte Tilbury. It smells like chemicals, but it has fragrance, but I'm like, it smells like chemicals, and it doesn't firm, it doesn't do any of that. Yeah, take my word for it. No. Okay, the next thing, I only have a couple more things, guys. Okay, this one is by Clé de Peau. It is called the Serum. This was a sample, and one of these bottles, the full size, actually will run you $150 to $200 depending on what size you get. And this is a serum, and I do have like another quarter left. I used 3/4 of it. Again, something that I mean, there's not a strong fragrance, but it's something that doesn't really work. I don't think. It doesn't leave my skin feeling hydrated like a lot of serum, all of my serums do. This one actually just kind of sits on the surface. And for the price, I'm like, no, that's crazy. So yeah, to me, this was a fail. I know there's people that swear by this stuff. I don't know if they're influenced by the price, so it must work good. I don't know, but no, not for me. And the other one here, this is by Dong Inbi, and I think you guys remember when I got this in my box, right? I used just a little bit of it, and I was excited because it is K Cosmetics, and the thing is, it's an essence. It could be used in a place of a toner, but man, it stinks. I mean, it has ginseng in it, and it's like, oh, it smells like dirt with fertilizer. I mean, if it wasn't for that, I probably could tolerate it, but man, it's like, ew. I just couldn't get past the smell. I really didn't focus on what it did to my skin because I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to use it anyway. And I don't know how anybody can use it because it's like really stinky. So it's called the $18.99 single essence, and it smells actually like the ginseng root. And if you know what ginseng root smells like, it's not good. It's not ginger, it's ginseng. It's different. It smells like, you know, fertilizer and dirt. So yeah, they need to figure out how to neutralize that because no. Okay, the last thing I have is for my hair. And this is by Batiste. And this is one of the drugstore brands, and very inexpensive. And it is the Instant Hair Refresh Dry Shampoo. And this is the original Clean and Classic. And I've used a lot of dry shampoo, just trying them. I've used them from, let's see, what is that one? Dry Bar, which is really... Okay, the video went too long. I didn't realize it cut out. So hopefully I'm picking up where I left off. So anyway, Batiste, a very good product. And I was saying I've tried different ones. And one is by, Jennifer Aniston product. I forgot what that's called. It's all in a gray bottle. And that was okay. And I also tried one from UI. Oh, and the one that I really like is by, God, why can't I think of these names? Anyway, I'll see if I can pop it up there when I remember it. So, yeah, but price-wise, this actually is the best. And I actually enjoy this. I was surprised because it's like $6.99 for a big can. I'm like, yeah, this is probably not gonna work out. But no white fallouts, no white flakies. It actually absorbs the oil and makes it look like my hair has just been washed. I was really surprised, guys. I was really surprised. And I got this at one of my, I would have never bought one, but it came in one of my boxes and I tried it. So this is the Clean and Classic Original. I know they come in different fruity scents, but this was actually good. This was actually something that I will rebuy because this is like fraction of the price of anything else. And so, yeah, and especially Dry Bar, those things go for like $26 a can, and this is like $6, $6.99 at Ulta. So, yep. So that's it, guys. I think I went through pretty much everything I used since July and August. And just remember, guys, it's not something that I used all in July and August. This is when it became empty, right, throughout that time. So I know... as somebody asked me one time, you used all that product in 1 month? No, it all became empty on that month. So, yeah. Okay, my beautiful wildflowers. I hope you did enjoy this. And if you have any questions, please do pop it below. And if you enjoyed the video, please do give me a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you like this type of content, please do hit subscribe, hit the bell button, and select all so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, so my beautiful wildflowers, please have a good day, a good night, a good week, or good weekend. Doesn't matter when you're watching this. What matters is that you never sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.